Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Election Day 2018, November 6th. Okay, so I have entitled this perspective, We Have a Right and a Responsibility. And it's because today is Election Day. I don't know if I mentioned this to you or not, but maybe a few months, well, not a few months, several weeks ago, I was just doing my little informal poll, and I asked several young people. When I say young, they were 20, 26 is pushing it on the high end. So they were all between early 20s. And I asked them if they were, number one, registered to vote, and also, hey, Marilyn and Patricia. And I asked them, were they registered to vote and did they intend to vote? And 100% of my the population I was speaking to, and it was about 6 or 7 of them, said no. A couple of them were registered, but 100% said no, they were not intending to vote. So of course I asked about the why behind that. Good morning, Mother. And the results or the responses were disheartening. True, and I was glad that they, gave me their truth. But in essence, they don't think that it matters, and it didn't impact them. The results of this election, I don't know if they felt like that about presidential elections, but they didn't think it mattered. They didn't believe that their vote would make a difference, and so it didn't impact them. And so I just want to be before you for a couple of moments this morning for me to remind us, this is not earth-shattering news as if you've never heard it, as if you do not know, but just to remind us that we have been giving the tremendous blessing, especially if we're here in the United States. This is not a perfect country. I have visited and lived in others. It's not a perfect country by any stretch of the imagination from its origin to this date. However, we are a land of, in many ways, a land of freedom and lands of democratic ideals and democracy and et cetera, et cetera. My point to all of us is we are blessed if we live in this nation. And it doesn't take long to understand that when you go to other nations to visit or live. To whom much is given, much is required. Those of us who have the privilege of being an American citizen and of age, we have a responsibility that goes along with the privileges that we have. And that's not just in voting. In any area, any aspect of our lives. If we're enjoying this and enjoying that and enjoying the freedoms and enjoying the opportunities, that comes with a price tag. Somebody paid that price for our enjoyment. If you can freely, lavishly walk through this community, walk through this life, walk through this this life, I'll put it like that, this life, if you can enjoy certain freedoms, if you can enjoy the opportunities and the ability to do anything, I promise you that did not come with a $0 price tag on it. Someone paid the price, and someone paid it before you. They paid it before me. We have a right to go out and impact our legislation and our, hey, Mary, we have a right, and more so, I will say, we have a responsibility at the voting polls, in your finances. Yes, it's going to go back to those 5 areas of your life. In your career, you have a responsibility. In your relationships, in your health, in your finances, in your spiritual growth, we have a responsibility. We reap all the benefits, we reap the rewards, we reap the happiness and the joy and the freedom and the successes. We reap the positive environments. We also have a responsibility to maintain them. On my vision board, which is directly in front of me, and it's my screensaver on my phone to keep it before me. I do have a picture of a woman at a voting booth. And not that I vote every day, all day at the voting polls, but I absolutely vote all day, every day, 365 with every decision that I make. I am voting for something. I am voting against something, because it becomes my responsibility. If I'm going to lead and live and maneuver my life, if I'm going to be an intimate and integral part of my family, my workplace, my church, my community, then every day I make decisions. I am voting for something and I am voting against something else. To me, that picture was meant and designed to remind me, put up or shut up, Holly. That's my version of how I talk to myself. Put up or shut up. Put up or shut up. If you are not contributing to the resolution, to the solution, to the answer, then you have just voted against something. So I have no right to complain about anything that I did not put my 2 cents in and try to make a difference in, try to make an impact. So that is what I'm absolutely encouraging every American citizen who is eligible to vote to go out and do so. If you have not already cast your absentee or your mail-in ballot, the early voting, if you have not done that, today is the day. Get out and do that. We have a responsibility. But I also want to remind you, thank you for my amen, Marilyn. I also want to remind us that every day we make a decision to do or not to do, to say or not to say, to accept or not to accept, to go along with or reject, we're voting. We're voting. Okay, so, hey, we have a right. We get all the privileges, and along with that, there's a price tag and a payment to be made. We have a responsibility. Okay. Thank you for spending a few moments with me today. Share the video. Remind someone. Even tomorrow, when the voting is all going to be tabulated and finished, remind someone, we make a difference. We have a vote. Every day we have a vote. Okay, take real good care of yourselves.